Hello everyone, this is second part of the video where I am discussing how to find subspaces of a vector space. So in the first video we started from a set A. So let us take a set A, v1, v2, vk, which is a subset of a V, and here V is a vector space. V is a vector space. So we are not mentioning here what is the addition and the scalar multiplication. V is a vector space having addition, scalar multiplication in vector space over R, and A is this. Then a subspace containing A is basically LS. This is the subspace containing A, and then this is defined as a A1 V1 plus AK VK, such that A1 to AK belongs to R, and then these A1 to AK and everything lies in R, and this product is a scalar multiplication of V. This product is a scalar multiplication of V. So this is the subspace containing A. For example, suppose V is set of all polynomial of degree less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 2, and then addition and scalar multiplication are the polynomial addition we have seen in the previous video. This I am recalling. If you are not comfortable and want to revise, go to the previous video. Set of V. So A is a subset of V, x comma 1. This is a subset of V. Is this a subset of V? Yes, this is a subset of V because it is a set of, it is a polynomial of degree less than or equal to 2. This is also a polynomial of degree less than or equal to 2, and I want a subspace containing A. So then LS of A, W equal to LS of A equal to A into X plus B into 1, that is equal to B, such that A and B belongs to R. This turns out to be a subspace of this V, of set of all polynomial, this V. So LS of A is the smallest subspace. LS of A is the smallest subspace containing V. So this is really very important fact we have seen in the previous video. So method, let me tell you method 2, which you know very well. So it basically starts from W1 and W2. If you have a W1 and W2, these are vector subspaces. These are vector subspaces of V. Then W1 intersection W2. This is also a subspace. So this is the one more math. This is also subspace. How to check this is a subspace? So you have to check 3 property, 1, 2 and 3. And what is first? First you will say like this: since 0V belongs to W1. Why 0V belongs to W1? Because W1 is a subspace, and 0V belongs to W2, and then this will implies that 0V belongs to W1 intersection W2, because W1 and W2 belongs to W1 intersection W2. What is the second? Second will be, you start from some V belongs to W1 intersection W2 and W belongs to W1 intersection W2. You start from 2 element, and then you have to check it whether V plus W belongs to W1 to W intersection W2. So to check whether V plus W, whether this belongs to W1 intersection W2 or not. So what do you mean by to check? We have to check that whether V plus W belongs to W1 or not, and V plus W simultaneously it belongs to W2 or not. So both things we have to check. So let us check whether V plus W belongs to W1 or not. So argument will be, since V belongs to W1 intersection W2, so this will implies that V belongs to W1, and since W belongs to W1 intersection W2, so this will gives you that W belongs to W2, and since W belongs to W1, of course W belongs to W2 also, but let's do with the W1. And since W1 is a subspace, write down these things in the here. Since this is a subspace, W1 is a subspace, it is given that these are subspaces we are using. Since W1 is a subspace, so therefore V plus W belongs to W1. Similarly, we can prove that V plus W belongs to W2, and then this will imply that v plus w belongs to w1 and v plus w belongs to w2. So then you will be having v plus w belongs to w1 intersection w2. So then we have proved that w1 and w2 are subspaces. Intersection is a closed under vector addition, and similarly we can prove that intersection is a closed under scalar multiplication. So you can pause the video and try to understand this one very clearly. How did we prove that w1 intersection w2 is a subspace? And this is the method. This is the method to find out subspaces. For example, v equal to r3. Let us take v equal to r3 and w1 equal to x comma y comma z such that x plus y minus z equal to 0. This is w1, and then this is a subspace. This is a subspace of R3, and the second is, if I take w2 equal to x comma y comma z such that x plus y plus z, let me take x plus y plus z equal to 0. This is also a subspace of R3, because we know that na SH is a subspace, solution space is a subspace. So therefore if I take w1 intersection w2, what is w1 intersection w2? w1 intersection w2 is those x comma y comma z such that so basically those x comma y z belongs to R3, those x comma y z belongs to R3. So those x comma y comma z belongs to R3 such that x plus y minus z equal to 0 and x plus y plus z equal to 0. So then this turns out to be, this is a new subspace. This is a new subspace. So this is the method. Given two subspaces, you can get a new subspace. We have w1 and w2, and we have seen that how to find w1 intersection w2. So w1 intersection w2, w1 and w2, w1 intersection w2. Just a remark, and then you can take some time and discuss with. If w1 equal to ls of a1 and w2 equal to ls of a2, then whether w intersection w2 equal to ls of a1 intersection a2, you can ask this question, and whether assume that a1 and a2 are subset of Rn, subset of R3, and then check whether this is true or not, and check whether this is true or not. So this is the one remark, and this is very important exercise. Second remark I want to say is, if someone asks you to find out w1 intersection w2, we have to go by the definition. W1 intersection w2 is those w belongs to v such that w belongs to w1 and w belongs to w2. So basically we have to go by definition and then try to analyze. It is not, there is no direct formula, there is no direct thing. This is the direct formula, you can say. Sometimes people say, suppose if I ask you a1 equal to 100 111 1210, suppose this is a1, and a2 equal to 211 211 and 222, 211 and 223, and then I ask you what is w1. Suppose w1 equal to ls of a1 and w2 equal to ls of a2, and then we may ask what is w1 intersection w2. So basically we are interested, can you find some a, can you find some a such that w1 intersection w2 equal to ls of a, whether that a equal to a1 intersection a2. Here we may see whether that is equal to a1 intersection a2 or not. Most of the time, of course, sometime yes, you may say yes, sometime it may turns out to be no. This is the good exercise. You may try and discuss with me over chat or somewhere some other places. But overall theoretically we know that if w1 is a subspace, w2 is a subspace, then what do you mean by w1 intersection w2? So you may pause the video for a while and then check what did we did till now. We were trying to find out a subspaces of a given vector space. So if you have a vector space, one method is to find out using the LSA, and other method we just discussed that if you have two subspace, their intersection will also subspace. One more remark, w1 union w2 may not be subspace, this union may not be subspace. Answer are pretty much obvious. So if W1 I will take as x-axis, how to write down? T of 1 comma 0 such that T belongs to R in R2. So this is the subspace of R2, and if I take W2 equal to T of 0 comma 1 such that T belongs to R. So these are W1 union W1 and W2. This is also subspace of R2. This is also subspace of R2. What is W union W2? W union W2 is not subspace. Why it is not subspace? You may think for a while. It is not subspace. Answer is since. There are many answers, but since you can say that since it is not closed under vector addition. Since it is not closed under vector addition. It is not closed under vector addition. You have to find out two element in W1 in union W2 such that their sum does not lies in W1 union W2. So then you may feel now. So this is your W1. This is your W1. This is your W1 but in the red, and this is your W2. So 1 comma 0 is here, and 0 comma 1 0 comma 1. So 1 comma 0 is in W1 union W2. 0 comma 1 is also in W1 union W2. But what is their sum? Their sum is this 1 comma 1. 1 comma 1 is not in W1 union W2. What is W1 union W2? Either. So basically, what is W1 union W2? It is a union of x-axis and y-axis. So this is pointed outside. So it is not closed under vector addition. So it is not a subspace. One can ask when it is a subspace, and there is a theorem, there is a result we will be discussing. It is a subspace if and only if one is contained in other. W1 union W2 is a subspace if and only if one is contained in other. But this doesn't give you any method to construct a subspaces. And in this video, our aim is to find out how, to get some method how to construct subspaces. 3 here, method 3. Method 3 is very easy. Let me start again from W1 and W2 to subspace of V, to subspace of V. Then we define, see, this is a set, and now we are defining plus in the set. This is not plus in real number, this is plus in set, and we are defining double dot equal to. And how are you defining? W1 plus W2. So I will take small w1 in capital W1 and small w2 in capital W2. But this small w1 is in capital W1 and this small w2 is in capital W2. But W1 and W2 are subspaces. So basically this small w1 and small w2 are element in V, and V is a vector space. So there is a vector addition. So this means you can add these two elements. So this is this plus. So this plus is not same. This is a vector such that small w1 belongs to W1, comma small w2 belongs to W2. This is your capital W1 plus W2. So and then the question is whether this capital W1 plus W2 is a subset of V. Is a subset of V. This is the first question. Answer is yes. This is a subset. Why? Every element here is of W1 plus W2 type, and then this W1 plus W2 lies in V. So this is a subset. So you take so how to write down precisely? You will take some V belongs to W1 plus W2, and then you say that this implies V belongs to W1 plus W2. This means that there exists some W1 belongs to W1 and some W2 belongs to W2 such that this small v equal to W1 plus W2. And now W1 belongs to W1 and W2 belongs to W2. So W1 and W2 are in subset of V. So then you since capital V is closed under V is a vector space now, so closed under vector addition. So therefore this small v belongs to capital V. So see, small v belongs to W1 plus W2. We have proved that small v belongs to capital V. So this is a subset of V. Moreover, can I prove that 0v belongs to W1 plus W2? How to prove 0v belongs to W1 plus W2? Since W1 is a subspace, proof of this is since W1 is a subspace, so therefore 0v belongs to W1 and W2 is a subspace, so therefore 0b belongs to W2. So what is 0b plus, where does this belongs? So any element such that W1 belongs to W1 and small w2 belongs to capital W2, so any sum of these two actually has to belongs to, by definition this belongs to W1 plus W2. And what is this 0b plus 0b? 0b plus 0b using the property of the vector space, 0b plus 0b equal to 0b. So therefore 0b belongs to W1 plus W2. So yes, 0b belongs to W1 plus W2. This is a non-empty. Third thing is W1 plus W2 is closed. We can prove that this is a closed under vector addition. This is closed under vector addition. How to prove? Again, you will take some v belongs to W1 plus W2, and you will take W belongs to W1, capital W1 plus W2. Now I have to prove that v plus W belongs to capital W1 plus W2. How will you prove? You will say since v belongs to W1 plus W2, this implies that there exists some v1 belongs to W1 and v2 belongs to W2, such that v equal to v1 plus v2. And similarly, W1 belongs to W2, this implies that there exists some W1 belongs to W1 comma W2 belongs to W2, such that W equal to W1 plus W2. And what is v plus W? V plus W is v1 plus v2 plus W1 plus W2. V plus W. Now using the associativity property, I can write this is a v1 plus v2 plus W1 plus W2. I can write this using the associativity property of vector space, and this I can write as a v1 plus, again use the associativity property, v2 plus W1. Here you are using associativity property of vector space W2. Property you are using of what? Here you are using property of not W1 and not W2, property of V. The everything is in V actually. And now what you do? Use the commutative property. So this says that v1 plus v2 W1 plus v2 using the first property, W1 plus v2 is the W1 plus v2, this is W1 plus v2 plus W2. And then this using some steps, again some axioms and a commutative and the associative property, one can write that this is equal to v1 plus W1 plus v2 plus W2. So and this lies in, since v1 plus W1 lies in W1, now only this is the place I am using the W1 is a subspace, so therefore it satisfies that W1 is a closed under vector addition. So this lies in W1, and similarly here I am using that this lies W2 is a subspace, so this lies in W2, and this lies in W1, this lies in W2, so therefore this element lies in W1 plus W2. So V plus W lies in W1 plus W2. So this proves that that W1 plus W2 is a closed under vector addition. You should pause the video and try to understand this thing very carefully. And similarly, the fourth one, you can prove that W1 plus W2 is closed under scalar multiplication. And then this will prove that, all these things will prove that if W1 and W2 are two subspaces of V, then W1 plus W2 is also a subspace of V. This is also subspace of V. So this is one more method. You should pause the video and try to understand all these things carefully. You should try to understand these methods. Now let's do some examples. So examples are, so let's work in R3. V is R3. Let us take W1 equal to linear span of 1, W1 equal to linear span of 1 0 0, and W2 equal to linear span of 0 1 0. Can you visualize what is W1 plus W2? W1 plus W2 is basically, what is W1 plus W2? Let us visualize. Let us try to have a picture. So W1 is basically this x-axis. W1 is x-axis. And W2 is 0 1 0. W2 is y-axis. W2 is y-axis. And what is W1 plus W2? Every element here and every element in here and their sum. So basically, what is W1 plus W2? Actually, this is everything here, because this is in W1 plus W2. This I can write as a something here plus something here. Do you understand? So W1 plus W2 equal to xy plane. This is geometrically. Mathematically, how will you write? You will write down W1 plus W2 equal to T of this plus S of this. No. W1 plus W2 I will write down something, some element here plus some element here and their sum. So basically, how does some element look like? Some element will look like T of 1 0 0. And how does some element here look like? Again T, but T you have already used. So say like S of 0 1 0. And such that this is any element, na? So T is varies. T and S are any element. So this belongs to R. So basically, what is W1 plus W2? It turns out that linear span of what? This plus this? No. Linear span of what? Linear span of A1 union A2. A1 union A2. This example is really, please try to understand this example very carefully. Okay, let's do one more example. And let us take W1 equal to linear span of 1 0 0, 1 1 0 and 2 1 0. Make a picture in your mind. What is that W1? And let me take W2 equal to linear span of 0 0 0 1. What do you feel? What is W1 plus W2? What is W1 pictorially? This is xy plane. X-axis, this will again give you x-axis, this will give you something not in x-axis but something in y-axis. This is xy plane and this is z-axis. What is W1 plus W2? Actually in R3. Pictorially it is easy, W1 plus W2, because see, this is your W1, this is your W1, this is your W1, and this is your W3. This is your W3. This I can write as a something in W1 plus something in W2. So something in W1 plus something in W2. So try to understand this example not just geometrically, algebraically. Actually, it turns out that here also W1 plus W2 actually turns out to be that this is suppose your A1, this is your A2, this is your A1, this is your A2. So LS of A1 union A2. Again, it turns out to be LS of A1 union A2. So finding W1 plus W2 is easy. Take A1, take A2, and W1 plus W2 equal to LS of A1 union A2. Let W equal to LS of A1 and W2 equal to LS of A2, and where A1 and A2 is a subset of, no, not in R3, subset of in any vector space, then actually this result is true in any vector space, then W1 plus W2 equal to LS of A1 union A2. This is the result. You can please try to understand this result carefully. And now proof of this one, try to do by yourself. Sometime what happens that it may happen that W1 intersection W2 may not be 0, but suppose it is 0V, then W1 plus W2 we denote as W1 plus W2, this W1 plus W2. So this circle basically for this condition, this is said to be direct sum. What is the direct sum? Direct sum of 2 subspace means what? 2 subspace W1 and W2 means what? This is equal to just W1 plus W2, whatever we have defined direct sum. And so what is W1 plus W2? This direct sum is equal to W1 plus W2. But hidden is, once you have writing the direct sum, this intersection is equal to 0V. So these are the method to construct a subspaces. If I quickly revise, what are those methods? So one is using linear span, other is intersection, other is sum, and then direct sum actually is a particular kind of sum of vector space where the intersection is 0. Try to make a lot of question and write down in the chat window. I will be giving the answer separately. Okay, thank you.